So that's a great question, and one that I think everyone should ask each presidential candidate, and that is, how are you prepared to lead the team in negotiations for Contract 2018? And we have to realize that we are going to be going into contract negotiations in November. That is just a few months away, and we need people that are going to be ready, skilled, and know what they're doing. I feel that I'm ready to start negotiations. I'm ready to defend you. I'm ready to defend our contract, and I'm ready to get better because I believe we deserve better in 2018. When I was working for the union as a grievance team member between 2007 and 2014, 7 years, I worked as a grievance specialist, I worked as a grievance team member, a BOA and arbitration coordinator, and ultimately the grievance chairperson. During that time period, I was in charge of maintaining our contract, and that meant filing, processing grievances, settling grievances by skillful negotiations with management, by taking cases to arbitration that did not get solved. And that meant that I prepared and presented cases where I was the advocate who went up against the company attorney. And I was very blessed, and I was able to win all but one of my arbitrations that I prepared and presented. That included writing post-hearing legal briefs for closing arguments, which I became very astute at doing. And that is an important skill set to have, both for negotiating if we, God forbid, should end up in arbitration, and also moving forward, just good writing skills to have for a president to lead its membership and any issues that may arise that would require media or public attention. The other thing that I feel it's important for people to know as to why I feel I'm ready to negotiate the contract is because when I was a grievance team member, a grievance chairperson, I had to work cases that dealt with only small articles of the contract at different times. So that meant I had to intricately go through and see what that article meant, what maybe the meaning of one word was, where that contract language came from, how it developed, how it was negotiated, what the parties believed it to mean. And that meant that I had to go back through many times for many different cases and actually research our negotiation notes and history, speak to past negotiators, and learn what that meant. That gives me an edge above other candidates and above anyone else who's going to be negotiating our contract because I have already defended it. And further, in order for me to up the ante and make sure that I'm truly prepared and my skill set is solid, I enrolled myself in the Harvard program on negotiations and leadership, which is a continuing law education course for attorneys. Many CEOs go there. International ambassadors have been there. It brings a plethora of really educated individuals that negotiate for large companies, and that's where I wanted to go. So I took that course in 2016 to make sure that I have an even better skill set to bring to the table in 2018.